Good afternoon, I'm Raylene Ramsey. This is your afternoon news fix for Monday, the 24th of February. Former Minister Andrew Bailey says a complaint was made about him laying a hand on a staffer. Bailey says it was during a work discussion he's described as animated last Tuesday. He's apologised to the staff member and resigned his portfolios as ACC and Commerce and Consumer Affairs Minister. He remains the MP for Port Waikato. Bailey says he took his time to understand the nature of the complaint before this move.
I made my decision and informed the Prime Minister on Friday night, late Friday night, that I wished to stand down as a minister. To be honest, I would have had difficulty doing this interview over the last couple of days. I've had to talk to my family.
Prime Minister Chris Luxon says he was informed about Bailey's situation on Thursday.
He most importantly had recognised that his behaviour hadn't met his own high standards. As a result, he was offering his resignation to me. He stepped me through the events and I think he's made the right decision.
The Police Commissioner says gang members have been mostly compliant since laws banning insignia began 3 months ago. Police have enforced new laws since November, including banning gang patches in public. More than 300 charges have been filed for breaches and 76 patches seized. Richard Chambers says gang members are usually choosing not to wear them in public.
I think that we do have to acknowledge that across the country and the members that we have spoken to, they are making choices because they don't want to lose their patch.
Homeowners could be asked to fork out an extra $400 or so a year to finance the state disaster insurer. Treasury's consulting on whether to increase the natural hazards insurance levy, which is included in insurance premiums. Lachlan Rennie has more.
Treasury's also seeking feedback on lifting the Natural Hazards Commission's cover for each residential building claim by about $100,000. Treasury documents warn the insurer is so underfunded, its levy income is unlikely to meet costs over the next 5 years. The proposals for next year could cost homeowners 72% more than the current maximum.
A welcome sales rebound for retailers to end a tough 2024. Stats NZ data reveals their total volume increased 0.9% in the 3 months ending December compared to the quarter before. 10 of the 15 retail industries had lifts. Retail NZ Chief Executive Carolyn Young says businesses needed more sales to cope with rising costs.
We've seen significant increases in other costs like rates and insurance, and so that's been eating away at profit margins.
To sport, and the Blackfern Sevens have demolished Fiji 41-7 in the final of the Vancouver World Series event. New Zealand's now 6 points clear of second-placed Australia. There are 3 events left. The Black Caps look to put the squeeze on Bangladesh tonight in cricket's Champions Trophy in Rawalpindi. A win tonight would see New Zealand into the last 4. And American golfer Brian Campbell has won for the first time since turning professional a decade ago, claiming the PGA Tour's Mexican Open in a playoff. I'm Raylene Ramsey, and that is your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update tomorrow morning from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.